Hey everybody, and welcome back. It's Ark Dark with more Let's Remember the Best of Golden Sun, The Lost Age. What can only be described as an LP on crack. I just wanted to turn down the sound a bit. And welcome to Lemuria, an underground cavern-like place. No, I'm just kidding. Now, as you can see, there's another one of those stone things. We've been seeing quite a few of those recently. I wonder if there's anything we have to do to deal with it. Guess we'll find out. Anything. Anyways. First things first, we get here, and we can go back into our boat. This is one of the few times when you actually can go into your boat. I think this is actually the first time. So what you want to do, go over here now that this area is not blocked. We don't want to go in this room. What? Oh. Now what we want to do, I think... I can't tell where the ladder is going to be. I think it's supposed to be over here. We need you to use Parch. This will remove all the water that is left, leaving us with a ladder. In here we get a Mist Potion, which is actually a very good, useful battle item. It restores 300 to every ally in case you want Jenna to do something else, so it could come in handy. Now, I don't think there's anything else in the Lemurian ship. I mean, you could go down to the engine room and take a look at that fabulous design again, but I'm not going to do that. So we're here in Lemuria. Doesn't look like as legendary as we thought it would be. Let's move this statue aside since it's in my way. Well, no shit, we're adepts. Oh my god! More lightly teal-colored hair people! Yeah, we defeated Poseidon. He's a Leviathan? Sure he is. Hydros. Clever. That's great. Lemuria's been gone for decades, too. Yep, he's back. That's like saying your freaking guardian is like the strongest thing compared to you. Yes, he actually was a very good help in some cases. Especially when he annihilated the friggin', what's his name? The Alvamander, I think it was? I don't remember. Man of your word, but... Well, no shit. Pup? I must be twice your age. Who are you calling pup? Yet you know little of us. I am far older than you. Show respect. Ha! Older than me? Inconceivable. Wow. Are you serious? Well, at least he knows when to apologize. I love how Kraden always responds to his age at just the wrong time. Unlike every other time when it's Marty McFly. You yellow? You yellow? Ow, my eye. Mere moments to us could be an entire lifetime for outsiders. You seem young to me. Says the man who's probably older than all of us combined. Tisk. The elderly indeed. I beseech you. Why is it suddenly he starts using these freaking old style language? I know the Lemurians are supposed to be literally very old, but... Do we have your word? Yes, you have my word. The only thing I will do is scavenge your place for rare materials. For example, gin, if we find any. Which reminds me, after we're done Lemuria, I'm probably going to have to take my gin guy again and see where we're supposed to go next. Alright, so now we are allowed to walk around Lemuria. Okay, really? That makes no sense, especially when you see how old this guy looks compared to his freaking assistant. That or these guys shave more often than I do. He what? Alright, so now, after traveling all over the Eastern Sea, let us go up and see the remarkable city that is Lemuria. It looks like a ruins, with people living here. Alright, now I hope you brought all your lucky medals with you. Where am I? 9, okay. Because... By the way, drinking from that spring will heal you completely and... God damn it. This is worse than rain. At least rain stopped you in the middle of a cutscene. Kraden just... I don't want to see the palace. I want to go... I don't want to see the palace yet. Fine. Well, I guess we're not going to see the fountain down there. But, as you can see here, there are fluttering butterflies. Near these little guys, there is a spot where we can dig. And inside here, we find... a bone, which I don't think actually has any purpose whatsoever. You know, I'm curious. They say the animals in here. Would the animals live just as long? God damn it. I hate it when these things do this. Okay, stay right there. No. It's not even that fair. Okay, good. He's stuck in front of me. Treasure. Well, I know where to dig. If I look around here, there's nothing to dig over here. Looks like we have to talk to the guards. This place, there's quite a few treasures you can find here, but I don't think the bone has any real use. The lost one? I earned my title in my absence? He is lost no more! We found him! I wonder why. Of course he has to take another friggin' glance at it, so he's asked him what does he think of Lemuria so far. I don't think much of it, to be honest. It looks like just any other city, but without the item shops and weapon shops. No, I think it's a fine city, but not that bad. Marvel is not... What do you mean by that? Whoa. That's actually kind of depressing. So it's a city that literally lost all of its civilization because they lost the ability to want, or lost the will to do it. That's kind of depressing. That's like if I stopped drawing or making any videos altogether, I would lose my one thought that I was doing something creative, like giving my commentary on a game. Did they just say unwilling to change or take action? The friggin' US took action, although not the right action sometimes. Friggin' Bush, thank you very much. I'm not thanking you, I'm just saying, like, you know, not everybody's done the right actions. I don't want to get into this friggin' historical nonsense, because I never went to history class to learn. I just went to get my credit. Because it was a mandatory class, and I couldn't care at all. We learned about World War II. I didn't want any part of learning about it because I really didn't want to hear about it. Like, if we ever started a war, we would end it quicker than it began because most people nowadays have crap tons of weapons. If we didn't care about any kind of the people, most people would just drop a bomb on the other kind. But now that we have laws for war, not just for existence, but for war. Ugh, never mind. I'm getting too far into this. Anyways, so these people lost the will to and their creativity to even want to build their city to make it even more grand. To the point where the land is literally decaying and falling apart. Now, as I was trying to demonstrate earlier, you remember in the first game how I told you I got stuck? The same thing happened in this game, where a bug occurred where I slid down the dragon head. I did a save state there just to make sure it didn't happen. Now, if we talk to this guy, we can test our luck at the Spring of Lemuria. Please excuse me a second. Now, similar to Golden Sun 1, this works pretty much the exact same way as last time. You can throw coins, or you can throw lucky medals. What I'm going to do is try and get them into the middle, at least the first one. Because if you get the first one into the middle, not always the first one, I'm just saying if you get any of them in the middle, which I surprisingly have done first try. And there goes my PC starting up for my list to know what I want to get from this. We get a summoning! Probably one of my favorite summonings of the game because of how freaking powerful it is. Now, I'll let the Alphabet Super do that while I log into my computer over here. We can now summon Eclipse. Requires 3 Jupiter and 2 Mercury. So we can let our healer do the shit they need to do, and everything else is just fun. And that's my computer logging in. And this could be a while, because my computer loves to slow down when it starts up. Let me try the desktop icon. Alright, anyways, let's read the rules of this. So, Crest read the sign. The Spring of Lemuria, face away and toss the coin back to test your luck. So that's pretty much what it is, except you don't have to really face away. It does it for you. Spring of Lemuria, toss lucky medals in to improve your luck. It's not a very good explanation. I think one of these guys should have been able to have given you a lucky medal. I don't have the link here. Alright, well, you guys read that while I quickly try and get this working, because I hate how this PC starts up. Everything's fine, and then for a few freaking... like, for a minute or two, it decides to just do nothing. I've checked every process on the computer while it's doing this. It's doing absolutely nothing. And the letter D on the word days looks like shit. Alright, now, can I... Smarland, bodies of water, ices... Come on. Oh, perfect. Lucky metal fountains. It's like... Never mind. Prizes, this is the Tolby Spring. I want the Lemuria Spring. Okay. So now I know what I want to get. I want to get in the center and at least grab one of each of the items. So first we got Eclipse. You cannot get Eclipse more than once. Once you get it, you can't get it again. So go into the middle. The easy way to do this is just to dodge everything. Although it's easier said than done. I love how it's almost physically impossible to land in the middle. Now we get the Erebus armor. And we give it to Jenna because my inventory is probably full. And this is really putting my computer to strain, so let's just toss it. Hope it lands in the middle again. I get the other weapon. Oh, Oh. Ooh, I don't know if we get that or not. We might get something nice if I get the helmet. The axe? Alright, so we got the axe. Alright, so here, I'll say what you can get in the middle. You can get the Angus shield. Aegis shield. The Erebus armor. And the... excuse me if I'm saying these wrong, by the way. My dyslexia is my best friend, apparently. Let's see here. Let's give this away. You can get the Hystia sword, which is a very powerful fire elemental sword. If you want to get your hands on that, that would be a great thing. It's a good thing to give to Pierce, especially if you're in a dire spot. I want to keep the potions on me. But I'll give you I'll give Pierce the Stardust, because I'm not going to need that right now. There's no shops in this town. On the second ring, you can get everything, except also you can get a floral dress, a Minviral helmet, which I think you want to get. I think you want to get the floral dress at this point, too. On the second ring, which is the crown, you can also get a Crown of Glory, Fireman's Pole, which I don't think you want to get, Linda's Bracelet, and on the third ring, which is the yellow ring, I got a floral dress, so that proves that. On the third ring, you can get the Brilliant Circle Crafted Gloves, and the Wild Coat, and then on the blank ring, you can get the helmet, the Synergy Star, and a Water of Life. And everything else on the outside, you can pretty much all get the same thing, except you can also get a potion. Now, what you want to get on the inside is at least try and get the center 3 times. As long as you... That's not Lemurian's Spring. There we go. I'm just seeing the items I can get, and I want to know. So, toss now. Let's see if I get it in the middle. Ooh. Of course not. Let's see if we get anything good to begin with. We could give that to... We can give that to Pierce, I guess. Never hurts to have more than 1 armor. I still kind of want to get the middle. Wow. Watch my timing be... Never mind. I was going to say, watch my timing be perfect on that. Nope. Okay. I'm sorry, but I kind of want to get it in the middle, so... This is minigame episode here on Ark Dargo's channel. Son of a bitch. Please land on the middle. You... God damn it. I always thought it was divided into 4s, and like it mattered where you got it, but no. It's just a random number that gives you something. Floral dress, I guess. That would be okay, but... I'm running out of medals. Wait, I know an easy way to do this. Leave, come back. Resets all the creatures at the bottom of the spring. Okay, here we go. Now! Whee! Whee! Oh, there misses that one. And that's guaranteed middle. Please let it be what I want, though. Because I can't do a hard reset because this emulator doesn't want to save, so I'm stuck using save states. Finally! Okay, at least get one of these. Right now, that sword's really good, and now I really don't care what I get, so just toss the rest. For now, I don't really care. Although it would be nice if I got the helmet, I don't care what else I get. If I get a 3rd set of armor, great. If not, meh. I got another axe, that might come in handy, I guess. Let me put it this way, you're just going to get a lot of cash out of this. For now, just throw your lucky medals. It doesn't really matter as long as you can get the 3 items that are in the middle. Please don't be a potion. If you be a potion, I'm going to cry. At least make it the helmet. Or a Synergy Star, that's fine, I guess. Okay, whatever. Alright, so let's equip the armor. Restores our HP every round, which will come in handy. Floral dress, give that to her. And let's give the other floral dress to... It's actually weaker for you? Alright. Let's equip this. Damn it. Sorry, I'm losing my fingers on the controls here. I'm going to give the armor to you. And let's see, you have the 2 axes. Well, may as well give this to you because the Cloud brand is not as powerful as it may look. Let's organize my inventory here. I've got a lot of garbage in here. I think holding on to the class-changing items was not my brightest idea. That, or I should have been selling stuff at the shop. Anyways, let's see. The lightning sword, more or less powerful? Less powerful, okay. So, now I don't advise also getting any... What's it called? I don't advise using your gold there because your gold is also green, which makes no sense. But the reason why you don't want to use your gold because you don't get much back, I have to say. If you get it in the middle, you only get 20 golds. I mean, look how much gold I do have down there at the bottom. 27,000. You get more gold for killing monsters. Yeah, don't bother then. Alright, so there we go. We created a vine. Let's give the gin back to Jenna. Because I don't think we need it. I think there is a purpose to coming down here, in case you're wondering. There's a cow. What do you have to say, though? I've never actually known it. Okay, I guess we have to be standing on its friggin' stomach. I think with my stomach, belch. Marines are so lazy that they make me look like a dynamo. How can they live long indeed? Are they like Spock, where they live long and prosper? I don't even know why I'm making a friggin' Star Trek. Star Trek or Star Wars? Star Trek, yeah. What, did I really just ask myself if that was Star Wars? I'm tired. I woke up at 11:30 this morning. Keep in mind it's a Sunday and I'm still in high school, so... I thought there was something over here. Don't try and save. I can't save. Wait a second, let me read this? I think that normally means if you have a backup cartridge, like for example the huge backup that I've got for the Game Boy Color, then you can like back up your save to your backup machine, but I don't think I've ever needed to use that. So we can't open that up. We did get a hard nut, so let's use that. I'd like to use it on my healer, but she has a pretty good ton of defense. I guess I'll use it on Felix so he can take more of a beating. Alright, so now we're given the ability to explore Lemuria a bit. What's this say? House of the Senate. Oh my, we're allowed to enter. Here's the senators, all these very common-looking senators. I don't think there's anything you really care about in here. And this is supposed to be a map of Lemuria before it all drowned out, I think. Sorry about that. Now, hang on. Let's see if we can initiate the cutscene early. No, I guess not. Alright, so now that I've explored Lemuria a bit and shown you around, let's go over to this house over here. I think it was the one on the right. So if we go over here... Okay, no, I'm wrong. It's the one on the left. Come on. Wow, this place is a mess. Are you the travelers that came here with Goron? Yeah, we are. Ah, so this is Goron's... Pierce's uncle. I called him Goron when I was renaming all my characters. What a coincidence! Yes, it was just a coincidence that I just happened to be left-handed. Never mind, that doesn't mean anything. If my sister could hear how timid young... So he talks about his sister, which you would assume is Pierce's mother. Speaking of which, where is his mother? Well, yeah, even though they have a drought that lets them live longer, that doesn't mean they're resistant to illness. I would imagine no society is. I mean, friggin' the old ways that religion would look at it is, well, if you were born and you're suddenly going crazy from a friggin' disease, like, say, the common cold or the flu, or you're getting ill, the church would look at it as a demon trying to possess you. So, I don't know if I'm reading that accurately off religion class, or history, if you will. But that's pretty much how a lot of it happened, and why we didn't learn about diseases until later when science finally was able to get out from the clutches of religion. Oh no. Does that mean... Oh no. That means Pierce's mother had died after he was washed away by the tidal wave. Well, that's not something you want to be able to tell them. Poor Crest. No, I think he needs a moment to himself right now. Wait, what is it? What? Yeah, don't worry, we are. We understand. Well, kinda, yeah. Oh, so he would have left even if the tidal wave didn't get him. No, he didn't tell us shit. No, he didn't tell us anything. We have some time. Loompa? Sounds familiar. He's gonna rip a page. Oh, hey, I didn't notice that whistling sound effect. And now he's gonna send a carrier pigeon, which had to land on the floor to... Well, I guess it brings a whole new meaning to the term airmail. Can't believe I just said that, by the way. Alright, so we should be able to go meet with Loompa. So let's go meet with Loompa. And to meet with Loompa, we go over here. Just don't go bother Pierce right now. Nothing will happen, by the way. Yeah, we are. Whoa, you look very familiar. Okay. Okay, so he wants us to climb up through the window because the door is broken. So let's use lace on here, and we'll climb up to his second floor. It's not breaking and entering. The door's just broken. Alright, anyways, going up the staircase, there's nothing there. So let's go down the stairs and into the living room here. Well, considering that it was an easy puzzle to get into your house, I think we've pretty much learned everything. Ah. Well, no shit. If you're washed away from a tidal wave from your village and then you survive, and the one thing you're thinking is, I can return home, I can see my mother. And then she's dead. She's dead, Jim. That would be kind of hard, don't you think? Yes, we are working to break the seal on alchemy. No, he hasn't told us anything. Anyways, here, let me get more comfortable in my chair. Oh shit. I don't want to run over that. I don't want to run over that. My cord's been getting squished to smithereens. Just want to move it over. So my chair loves tearing apart my power adapter for my laptop. There we go. I should probably find a way to plug it in here without having to plug in my other cord, but whatever. So you have nothing to do with alchemy. They were kidnapped? Excuse me, I'm pretty sure they were killed. Weren't they? Okay, so apparently they weren't killed at all. So they weren't killed at all, then they were kidnapped. So when the boulder came down and that flash frame happened, and then everything went dark, they kidnapped their pet. How? We saw them get killed by a boulder! It's at this point in the story when I just completely ignore what happens in Lemuria, because I swear to God, it's not even that important. So Babby's still alive. Well, Kraden, do you really want to tell him? So he just died a few weeks ago. Oh, there's 4 of us right here. The righteous thief. I wonder. The righteous thief. Where have we heard that before? Donpa is my son. So that means Dodonpa rules. Rules is an ill-sounding word. Well, well, I don't know. Maybe if Great Granddaddy wasn't hiding in a village that was hiding itself. Well, he's hiding in a tower in a village that's hiding itself off from the rest of the world. Is that not enough security for you? What do you mean if you could? Is this the only reason we're here, to bring news to the outside world? No, of course not. Hey, don't try changing the subject. And what do you want to say? No, I don't mind. Go right ahead. Okay, that's not what I meant to say then. We finally get to hear what his meaning for coming on this quest is. Okay. I thought it was a little odd that Lord Bastard should order me to research alchemy. So, what's the secret? Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations that advanced and as civilized as Lemuria. Okay. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilians began to wane, until eventually they vanished. I have formed certain theories now, suggesting that... my screensaver. That this may be related to the seal on alchemy. You felt you couldn't tell us until we reached Lemuria. What is it that you couldn't tell us? Because I honestly don't know! Why is he quivering down there? Even after everything you said, what's it all mean? If your theories are correct, the world itself may wane and vanish, won't it, Kraden? Goron never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We should do well to trust you. What do you mean? King Hydros and I, as well as the other Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you did, Kraden. You do? Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. We have encouraged many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building great sanctums and lighthouses that you have seen? No, that's true. None of them would be capable of doing that. No, they are not. But this is not the only sign of decay that you theorized. I think it is best that you hear the rest directly from His Majesty King Hydros. Yes, Kraden. Shall we go visit the king? But King Hydros is in council with Lord Conservato. Conservato. We may not be allowed in. Conservato? That fool. He refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservato. Come with me. Out! Gah, stupid door. Bam! Pah! At last, you are open. Ha ha! To the king's chambers. Away. True that, true that. He's got the fire in his soul. Let us go to the king's palace. And now we may enter through the front door. We no longer need to go up the rope to get in his house. Alright, I'm just kind of speeding this up a little bit. Actually, we should go see if we can talk to Pierce. Let's see if he's okay now. Oh, he's not here. Now, if he did come here earlier, he is here, but I have no idea where he went. And he's not in your party, so he's clearly not with us. Is he back at his uncle's house? We already went to Lumpa's tower. Alright, let's just head to see the king then. Alright. We have entered the castle. And I'm pretty sure there's no hidden items or anything. You can just learn a bit more of the lore of Lemuria if you go around talking to people. So now we're going to... Yeah, we're Lord Crest. I am Lord Crest, at your service. It would seem the warriors of which you spoke have arrived. I don't know why I'm giving him that voice. I'm giving him that voice. So it would be your highness. I shall call them to us immediately. There is no need, Lumpa. Let us go to them.
Hydros, would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to be present ourselves to us.
I do not permit myself to them. If I do not go and present myself to them, Conservato, I am merely going to where they are. I have something I wish to show everyone.
Regardless of all reasons, sir, I will not go to them.
Do as you wish, Conservato. However, we shall go. Why is this such a big deal? If the king wishes to get off his ass, the king wishes to get off his ass. Like, let him get off his ass. I have heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome! Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Rosa, Coco, Crest, and Kraden. Kraden is the one who told me of the outside's world, civilization, and their condition. Interesting. Kraden. Lumpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impresses us. Thank you, Your Highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on the path to destruction.
And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lemuria remains unchanged.
Oh, really? Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has begun in a slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent Goron to confirm this for me.
So you admit it, Hydros. You have violated the directive of your Senate. And you have used the tidal wave as your chance to send Goron away, despite your commands.
You are incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone. Conservator, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Really? I thought it was because the Venus Lighthouse collapsed. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to sea if he knew that this was to happen. What was it you intended to have Goron confirm? He just snapped his fingers. Hey, cool, look, it's the lunar, what's that moon? Crescent Moon Island from Wind Waker. This map shows the ancient world, when Lemuria still traded with people of many continents.
Ah, it was a great age. A time when people shine brightly, or the world shine brightly.
And this is a map Lumpa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago. I used this map to sail around the world. It is quite accurate. I'm not so sure anymore. Incredible! Well, the world hasn't changed that much, but this map doesn't look incredibly accurate. You understand, Kraden?
What is it you understand?
Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age.
That's insane.
It's not insane. It is true. Perhaps this will make your point clear. Look at the two maps side by side. The Game Boy is having problems. There is no mistaking it. The continents of Lemuria's map are clearly smaller.
Lies! Nothing but lies! What do you hope to gain from fostering these lies upon our people?
You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservator.
And what do you and who do you expect to believe such nonsense?
Okay, look at that crescent moon-shaped island that's supposed to be Lemuria. Now look at Lemuria now. How the hell can you turn a blind eye to that? It makes no fucking sense. This guy is a lunatic. If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe that the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day?
Of course I do.
Tell me, Goron, were you able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Crest and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. No shit. What did you find? I found, in truth, Lemuria's map is more accurate. Lumpa's map is more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appears on Lumpa's map. They turned to Conservator.
What are you saying?
Time itself has stopped. What? Think of Wayward as a living, breathing being, possessing its own life force. The four elements are nourished enough to sustain this being. Graydon, this is exactly as King Hydros has said to me. Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state of into hibernation. By using less energy, Wayward prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being has stopped its own clock, the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Indeed. Wayward is wasting away, its continent shrinking, because its own spring has never come.
Hydros, can you make such an outrageous claims? The world is not alive.
Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned?
Do you have an answer, Hydros?
We're asking you. The elemental lighthouses. Crest and his companions have lit the beacons of both Mercury and Venus.
What? Have you any idea if you've set that evil upon the world again?
You have not set any evil up. At least, I don't think so.
When the 4 beacons are fired, alchemy will be released, and the world destroyed. My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons.
Indeed I do, Conservato. I also fear the possibility of alchemy destroying the world. But I cannot stand by, knowing as I do, that the world will wither and die if we do not act.
This is madness, Hydros. Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in greater danger to satisfy your theories?
That's a very good question. I will be right back. Oh, thank you, sorry. It's just getting cold in here, and it's sort of starting to snow outside. More, actually. Here in Canada, of course. And I'm just wrapping myself up in blankets. Oh, that's so nice to be warm. See, that's why I like the winter. It's easier to get warm under your blankets and sleep in the friggin' warmth of your bed, rather than sleeping almost nothing on your bed in the middle of summer where you're like, God damn it, I'm a candle puts me out!
With only 2 of the beacons lit, I assure you intend to send Goron out again.
And I will, Lord Conservato. Crest has need of my power.
Then go, Goron. But if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. You will be banished from Lemuria forever. You know our laws. Are you prepared for that outcome? I myself am disgusted by the whole matter. I will take your leave, Hydros. Be out of my way. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through this madness.
Okay. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. I could not sit silent while our path drifted down its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return.
That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea.
I have already heard of this problem from Goron. Oh, it doesn't throw out the treasure out of his hands? It just kind of appears? This is something I found in the ancients by accident in some of the ruins back in the days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it contains some powerful synergy. Seems to. Are you not certain? It is synergy that we Lemurians are unable to use, which will be obvious in a moment. I understand your travel with many kinds of adepts, do you not, Crest? Well, of course, we have one of each element. If we include Goron in our numbers, we have an adept for each of the elements. Of course. Then at least one of you should be able to use the synergy that it contains. This confused me the first time that I actually played through the game, because I always skipped the cutscene in Lemuria. King Hydros believes that item can only be wielded by one who wields the synergy of Earth. I didn't know that the first time I came here, because I never listened to the cutscene, or read it, actually. If I am mistaken. If I am not mistaken, it is a powerful synergy we call Grind. If you master this synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore. With Grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea. Well, that'll come in handy, finally. Go, brave adepts! By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. I will leave you at that. That synergy is quite powerful. It can only be trusted to a few people. That His Highness has given it to you should illustrate how great your expectations are. His expectations are. I have no doubt that your journey will be a fight. Will be froth with everlasting. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, but we are counting on you, Crest. Of course, the Earth guy is always the leader. Let us be off, Pierce. Now we get the Grindstone. This is the item that we can only equip to Felix, even though it says that every other character can learn it. So now we have learned yet another skill. We learned Tremor, which is back and forth, and now we learn Grind, which pulverizes large objects. This will shake those stone pillars that rose when Poseidon was defeated into the ground. So now we have no purpose to be here in Lemuria. Well, actually, we have one more purpose to be in Lemuria, but it's not necessarily this Lemuria. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Now, you remember how they said Lemuria was shrinking, and now, if we clearly look at Lemuria, it's just an island? Well, I'll show you what happened to another part of Lemuria in a moment here. The only problem is we have to suffer through another cutscene and then come right back in here just to see it. Although this cutscene is pretty hilarious. I've actually been waiting for this cutscene for a while. Now Kraden will leave us and go over here. Yeah, we're setting off. And to sea we go.
Goron?
Yes, Rosa, what is it?
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Something I have to ask.
Ask me away, Rosa.
You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you really?
What kind of question is that, Rose? That is not even important.
It is to me. If you're much older than us, I'm afraid I must show you the proper respect.
She's got a point. Don't worry of such things. Please, treat me as you have all along. No, that won't do. You have to tell us. What? Oh, come on. This is silly.
No, Goron, please, tell me.
I'm afraid you've shown me the proper respect, and yet you make this demand of me?
Come on, Goron, you can tell us. How old are you really?
This has nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you?
Hee hee. Hee hee.
I knew it. Come on, Crest. Can't you get them off my back? I'm a mute. I'm not allowed to do shit. This is... I will not tell you. So we never get to learn Pierce's age. How sad. Which is alright by me. I really don't care. All that we need to know is that Pierce will still be alive in the third game, which is Dark Dawn. But don't worry, I will get to that game eventually. Not today, though. Because that game is ridiculous. And I really want to get some other games done in the meantime. Actually, that makes me think. We're actually about 70% of the game done. We just have to complete the extra dungeons, which I'm going to save to pre-final boss, because if you can defeat the super bosses at this point, you're a freaking god, because I think there's 1 or 2 super bosses you can go to right now. Scratch that, I think you can only go to one of them. Anyways, if we came all the way through this cave, we can see, well, there's another place where we can dock, obviously, and then we can't go that way, so let's go this way. We find ancient Lemuria. This is a part of Lemuria that supposedly sank into the earth. Now, if we go over here and we do Cyclone, scare the shit out of a Djinn. He'll hide inside this statue, and then you simply use Tremor, which I don't get why he's hiding, by the way. And then he hops right out, and I don't think we have to fight him. Nope, he just decides to join us, and he joins us. I'm going to speed this up a bit. And now we got the newest Djinn, Reen, which does seals of foes synergy. So it's not really useful for in battle unless you really want to use synergy sealing skills, which is kind of annoying because their physical attack is sometimes the most painful. Because I always raise my resistance. If they have Psynergy, raising your resistance is much smarter of an idea rather than using Psynergy Seal. Because, well, the problem is they have a crap ton of luck, especially if you're fighting bosses. So status ailments are kind of redundant in Golden Sun. Unless you're fighting an enemy like a Minotaur or something that may have a low luck stat, then it's a good idea, but not any other time, really. Alright, so that's the only thing we had to do. We had to just come back over here and grab that. I really don't like that the game kind of tricks you into missing it, but you'd probably come here eventually with the lucky medals, so it's not all loss. Alright, so now we're back at the Sea of Time, and I always forget the start is not your main menu here. Alright, I want to use Gorion, so we're going to set that to my R button, just because I have to do this a few times. And I'm sorry, but my OCD, which I don't actually have, I'm just saying that, but will just always bug me, and I always have to get rid of these rocks. And there's quite a few of them here. And unfortunately, the physics of only 4 directions can be used to your Psynergies still applies to the boat, which also bugs me. Now, as you know, we can't go back the way we came because there's a current right down here that'll always push us back out. So since I can't reach the rock that's over there for some reason, if we move this rock, shake it down into the ground. By the way, don't bother coming back to Lemuria for a little while. If you got all the treasures that you got here the first time that I showed you, don't bother coming back here. Even if you get more lucky medals, don't bother going through the Sea of Time because you'll find something that'll make getting through the area a lot easier. If there was a way to skip the whole Sea of Time scenario, that would be nice, but we don't have a way to skip it right now. Now, all we do is follow the way, riding the wave, baby. And we leave. We're back onto the world map. Now, from here, there's a few places that we could go if we wanted to do some more side questing. The first thing I want to do is head down southwest, I think it is. Yeah, southwest. And did I miss it, or am I just... Yeah, I assume that I move really fast in this game, so... And we want to come here. Why do we want to come here? Because, going onto this island... Now notice, there's sand here, so we can go under the sand and go right over here. What we want to do here is talk to this cow. And, that's weird. Oh, I know why. I'll stand next to him and use Mind Read. Oh, that red neckerchief. It's quite nice indeed. That will rest my spirits. Aw, he seems happy to have it around. Of course we are. Go right ahead. I have no use for it. Here, have some milk. So what, does he just have a bottle just next to the tree of milk? Is it expired? Are you giving me expired? No, I'm just kidding. So now we traded the red neckerchief for milk. A delicious bottle of fresh milk. And now we can leave. Now what we want to do with that is... I want to know where the hell am I going. Alright, so we're going pretty much exactly where we want to go. We want to go this way. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you where we're going to meet because the video's getting kind of long as is. I'm going to meet you right back to the West Indira Island. So I'll be right there. Alright, here I am. We're all... Damn it, wrong button again. We're all right here. So now we go here. And we're on the West Indira Island. If we can get around this person. What we want to do is... we want to go this way. We're going to go this way, go down these stairs, and we want to talk to this puppy. Of course, talking to him normally won't do anything, so what we want to do is try and read its mind.
I smell fresh milk. Are you going to give me that milk? Are you? Huh? I'll trade you for this. I caught it myself.
Crest traded the milk for the dog's little turtle. Crest got the little turtle. Aw, how cute. Now we have a little pet turtle. A turtle who's far from home. Aw. Poor guy. Now, keep in mind, you could do this all before you went to Lemuria. I'm not going to complete the side quest right now, so we're going to hold on to our little turtle here. Our little pet turtle. We'll be his friend for now. So, now, we want to go down here to the Garduan Cliffs. Because if we go in there by a boat, it's been a while since I've made the first few videos, so I don't remember if I've shown this off. I know that I've been there, probably just to mark it on my map, but just like I did with this location right here. Sea of Time Island. Wait. That's weird, because this is almost the furthest island from the Sea of Time. Alright, and why they call it the Sea of Time, I don't know. So, no, it's not a Zelda reference. I probably might want to look that up, actually, see if that might be an interesting fact of trivia. Now, I swear to God, this is probably the finniest placement ever, but you got to be right up against this cliff, and then use grind. What it'll do is it'll knock this into the ground, and even though clearly earlier in this area here that we traveled before, there were rocks and everything, we can simply go right past it. And now we are able to explore the entire Eastern Sea. We can go anywhere. But first, we're going to go here. Now, because this takes forever to travel, I will meet you there. Back now. Before you go into the town that's on this island, I advise you save outside of the island. Not on it, but outside. And I will show you why in a moment, actually. Because there is a bug in this game. And this bug can actually get you screwed over big time. It's like when I got stuck on the... what's it called? No, computer! Oh, that's why I'm lagging so much. My antivirus decided to do a scan right now. I'm kind of in the middle of the video. Alright, can I please run? I really don't want to fight this. Your flash. What the hell does that mean? Okay, I'm fighting enemies. I don't want to be fighting enemies. Can I run now? Jeez. Yeah, by the way, everything finally gets a beefed up in stats, so your enemies are going to be a little bit more mature, but they'll give you more experience for it, finally. Okay, I really don't want to fight. I only walked about 20 minutes. Not even. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll give you more experience indeed. I just learned Glacier. Now, after about 20 minutes of fighting that enemy, I'm kidding, that only took me about a minute, still. We finally reached this island, which I want to save state right now, only because you guys would probably save it outside of this area. Now, I'm pretty sure what we want to do, come down here first. And you want to push this over to the side. The reason why you want to do this, and make sure you can walk on it. If you can't, leave the village now. Because if that means, that will mean that the bug is starting. You don't want the bug in this game to keep going. And, wait, can we even grab this secret that's here? Maybe not, actually. I'm not sure. As you can see, there's one of those boulders from the first game. That is where you can use lift. Now, I would head to the first area of the game, but we don't really want to do that. What we want to do is push this into the water. My computer's lagging like shit ever since my screensaver on my PC decided to bug out over there. And once we put it in, it'll fall down there. Now, if you can't walk onto that box either, leave and come back. Either. Because there's a very big bug in this area where these platforms don't properly put themselves there. Especially right here. If you save on the other side of this box, turn off and turn on your game by any means, you're going to get stuck here. I am not kidding. I got stuck here, and I didn't know about the Sanctum trick where you hold down 4 buttons when you're opening a save file and you can go to any Sanctum in the game. That you've previously visited, of course. But that really pissed me off because I had just beaten Poseidon and gotten through Lemuria's cutscene hell, which was the first 99% of this freaking video. Well, let's see if we can demonstrate our new powers with these weapons. And let's see if they're any good against these enemies. Shriek. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Oh god, if you poison me, so help me God. BAM! Eat my sword! Eat my goddamn sword! There. That wasn't so bad. I swear to God, the way the random number generator works in this game for encounters, it's just plain weird. Because there will be times when you fight an enemy and you'll never run into anyone. Yet if you run, it feels like you're getting more encounters than you should. Where do we want to go first? Oh, pardon my French. Alright, I know exactly where we want to go. I will be right back. After about a half an hour of looking around. Okay, here's how you get into the center of this continent. You don't want to even bother touching this continent yet because you can't do anything here. Go over here to this beach. Go into the river and go into the body of water here. Head a little bit farther north, up the river to it. Come up the land here and you will find Shaman Village Cave. Now, upon entering this dungeon... Okay, weird. It's not happening. I honestly thought something was supposed to happen, but I guess... Wait. Something's bugging me. I guess it happens later. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it happens later. But there's an event that happens here if you did something right in the other Golden Sun. Not sure if it's going to happen here because I'm not sure if I actually did it. Although I could be wrong. Oh, no, wait, I have the lure cap, so... No, wait, I think you get the lure cap regardless. I guess if you know what I'm talking about, you know which side quest I'm talking about, but... Well, it's not really a side quest, it's part of the main story, but you can achieve it. Now, anyways, what you want to do is go through this cave. Since we can't go through it and get that Djinn, just head through this cave, and you're pretty much right here. At... the center of this continent, which is also surrounded by mountains. Welcome to the Shaman Village. Hey, how you doing? Alright, hey, excuse... Alright, okay, we guess we shouldn't go in, but, let's see if there's anyone at the inn. Hey, can we stay the night? The card reads, put 80 coins on the counter and you can stay. No thanks, I guess. Wow, nobody's talkative. I wonder if there's anybody in these rooms. Nobody at all. But if we check the jar, we get an elixir, which is completely fucking useless, but who cares? Anyways, since we've entered Shaman's Village, let's check out the lower floor and go back here. I mean, no one seems to be talkative, but alright, well, there's a plant here. I guess what I can do is I can trade reflex, or reflux, I guess. Use growth and light up this plant. There's such a happy music that's playing here. Nobody really is talkative. I wonder why. My computer was able to do a virus scan on the whole, on my PC up here, was able to do a whole virus scan during the time while I was looking for the friggin' exit, or entrance into this area. Anyways, we get the spirit gloves here, which restore, raises our maximum technique points, PP by 20, so that'll come in handy a lot later. What's this, though? Silver amulet? Alright, well, you can keep that, and the next time I find a shop, I guess I'll be able to sell stuff. Speaking of which, it doesn't matter if you're carrying extra gear. I'm going to prove this by what I mean next time. But don't bother buying extra gear and then coming here. It's not going to make a difference. Like extra stuff that you don't want to equip. Because for a certain puzzle that's going to be coming up, it doesn't really make a difference. All the houses are locked, by the way. No one's going to talk to you, and I don't even think the... Oh no, this guy will talk to you, okay. Nothing personal, but nobody in town will talk to you. It may seem weird, but it's the law of the Shaman tribe. Huh. So, it's law of the Shaman tribe that we're not allowed to speak with you. Well, this must be the tribe's... This must be the tribe's leader. The tribe elder, I guess, or whatever you want to call him. So, I guess we'll have to go and see what's up with this place and see if maybe we can converse with him. Maybe he can help us find the other lighthouses. Next time on Let's Remember the Best of Golden Sun, The Lost Age. This has been one hell of an episode. And this has been your host, Ark Dargo, signing off. Until next time. Bye-bye.